Greetings, my name is Brian McCormick, and you're watching MTG Rocks. I've got Green Proliferate, a standard deck, which we'll be playtesting today. This deck is similar to the Mono Green Tron and standard deck that we showcased a few weeks ago. However, it focuses on Proliferate rather than on Karn the Great Creator. And we've got some pretty cool combos in this deck as well. So we've got Grazer here, Llanowar Elves, Druid, and both Druids, Bond of Flourishing. So kind of your standard ramp into Nissa Who Shakes the World build, and Ugin. However, where this deck is different is we've got Evolution Sage, Crucible of Worlds, and Planewide Celebration, as well as Vivien Reid. So Evolution Sage has a pretty nice combo with Nissa. So for starters, whenever we play land, we can proliferate Nissa, which helps us ult quicker. And also, when we are able to ult, Nissa's ult lets us get any number of force cards and put them into the battlefield tapped. So if we have an Evolution Sage out, and let's say we have a couple of the 3/3s from Nissa's +1 ability, Evolution Sage will trigger on each of those force and make those +3/+3 counters on those lands turn into huge counters. It'll be like 20/20s by the time we're done. So Evolution Sage, pretty good with Nissa's ultimate. Also pretty good with the +1, because if we make a 3/3 and play a land, Evolution Sage makes it a 4/4. And if that land is, for example, a Evolving Wilds, it'll make that land a 5/5, which is pretty nice. We've also got Vivien Reid. So Vivien Reid is just a good way for us to deal with flyers. We don't have a lot of ways to deal with flyers in this deck. It can also deal with pesky enchantments and artifacts. And we get some value with the +1. And with the Evolution Sage Proliferate triggers, sometimes we can ultimate Vivien Reid as well. We also have Planewide Celebration. It's a good way to gain life versus mono red. It can return Nissas from our graveyard to our hand. It can proliferate, and it can make 2/2s, so all pretty good. And quite easy to ramp into at 7 mana with all of our ramp spells and Nissas doubling our forest. Now, our mana base is really interesting. We've got 4 Blast Zones, which is great removal. We do have 1 Crucible of Worlds, so we can keep recurring Blast Zone and just keep nuking their planeswalkers or their spells and their creatures, and there's nothing they can really do about it. We've also got Evolving Wilds, which triggers nice with Crucible and Evolution Sage, and Field of Ruin. Man, Field of Ruin with the Crucible out, it can just wreck certain decks. For example, if you're playing against a 3-color or 4-color control deck, we just get Field of Ruins and we just go to town on their mana base. And we even get Evolution Sage Proliferate triggers whenever we use Field of Ruin as well. So that's pretty sweet. So that's our Green Proliferate deck. And we'll be playing this in best of 1 on Magic Arena. Alright, come on Arena. Hopefully there's some other people playing today. Alright. Metamorphosis. So we don't really have much ramp in this hand. I don't actually like this hand very much. Even though we get to play this forest, we don't have anything to follow it up, so I'm going to mulligan. This seems much better. We have a turn 3 Nissa in this hand. And yeah, I like the forest on top, guaranteeing the turn 3 Nissa. Mono red potentially here. Vivien Reid can destroy Experimental Frenzy, which is nice. Oh, we're probably against the Drake deck then. Yeah, probably against Drakes. They're running Discovery. Drake and Phoenix. Pretty good deck. We didn't hit a Phoenix, that's good. Not that they do very often. Alright, so we could play Vivien Reid. If we get that down early, that can kill the Crackling Drakes and the Phoenixes pretty easy. But Nissa's just too powerful, so I want to lead off with that.
Protect the virtue of this world.
And And I think I want to turn Field of Ruin into the 3/3 because I don't want him to like lightning strike my forest, because the forest adds 2 mana. So, and I don't think Field of Ruin is good. Generally, you want to convert your least useful lands into the 3/3s. Alright, so we'll go ahead and play our other Reid. And wow, he concedes. I mean, that's what this deck does. It actually draws in a lot of early concessions when you get turn 3 Nissas. Alright, so a quick win game against the Drake deck. And again, you saw he conceded to the Vivien, which basically takes care of all of his flyers. Alright, so this is a good ramp hand. We just need to draw our top end. You don't get to go first, though. So a little bit risky running into a Cry the Carnarium, but I think we have to, so I'll just play a single Paradise Druid. The reason I played Paradise Druid is it has hexproof. Okay, so no Cry the Carnarium this turn. Alright, so we're just gonna Bond of Flourishing here. And I like Planeswalkers. Yeah, I don't want to overextend into a Kaya's Wrath, so we'll just pass turn here. It's kind of tricky playing against these decks. Now he's probably got Chemist's Insight or counter mana up. Okay, so this will probably be countered. No, it won't. Alright, wow. Alright, well, we get to get some card advantage off of this. Let's get a Druid. Yeah, pass turn. Oh, he didn't Chemist's Insight either. What is his hand? Why wouldn't he absorb that? Or Dovin's Veto? I guess maybe he has a Planeswalker heavy hand.
Don't worry.
Maybe he's the hero deck, but he just didn't play anything. Very interesting. Alright, let's dig more.
No one knows the wilds like I
I
do.
guess I should have waited on my land until I known what I got. Would have been better play. Yeah, I mean, I assume he has a Kaya's Wrath, so I just want one relevant creature out at a time. This one has hexproof, so he can't deal with it except with like Cry the Carnarium. Mox Amber. Ooh, okay. So some kind of legendary Planeswalker build, perhaps. Maybe we've been playing wrong. I mean, we've been playing right, but maybe we've been playing wrong against this style of deck.
The past, present, and future. Hone your prowess.
Wander. Alright, so it's a more Planeswalker-based build. So he may have Dovin's Veto mana available. Ooh, Elder Spell. Okay. He's gonna Elder Spell, probably put counters on Narset. Teferi. Huh.
This might be a bad idea.
Alright, so we'll put a counter on Blast Zone. Maybe we'll blow these up. Alright, I think we want Ugin out.
I know more than
And what do we want to destroy? I think the Narset is a bigger threat.
I shall miss your
my
company.
plans do not include you.
Do I want to attack to Fairy and leave this vulnerable? I guess I don't particularly need this on the battlefield, so I might as well.
Do you want me to phase you out of time?
I have 6 mana, so I can pretty much do anything. Ooh, he has his own Ugin.
Understand reality. The fabric of the multiverse obeys me.
Here we go.
Truth lies beyond vision.
I mean, I would like an Evolution Sage. Wonder what he's gonna do with his Ugin. He's not gonna kill my Ugin. That's very interesting.
Serves me.
So I can try and Blast Zone his Ugin. Right? What, he let his Teferi die, so maybe he has another Teferi in his hand.
The only companion.
Alright, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put 2 counters on this. You know, I'll leave that there for a Proliferate trigger. Alright, so finally. Finally we got a little buddy here. I've got 2 Proliferate triggers actually, but yeah, let's use them both, I think. Let's leave the Blast Zone alone, just do Ugin. And, what do we want to destroy here? I guess he could have the Liliana General, so I'll go after the black-blue. I mean, I'm sure he would just get a swamp anyways, but... And this is the power of Evolution Sage at work. Alright, that just prevents not combat. Alright, and then we'll... What would destroy? I guess we'll destroy the Wanderer. Yeah, we can't destroy Ugin. I completely forgot that. There's 1 or more colors. It basically destroys everything in the format but Ugin. Alright, so... I guess I'll play Incubation Druid since it gets bigger. Alright, so... I think if I had remembered that Ugin only destroys colorless permanents, I could have considered putting Blast Zone at 5 to destroy Ugin. Although it's not necessarily a big deal.
The fabric of the multiverse obeys me.
and then we get to Proliferate. I'm still suspicious if he has a Kaya's Wrath. Yeah, not really sure where this game's headed. Our opponent has a lot of cards in their hand. You get what I'm most worried about is probably Liliana General, which I would try and blast zone for 6.
Beyond vision.
This isn't a fight you can win.
I can make our Incubation Druids pretty big.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Destroy is Teferi. Ooh, Crucible is what I want. Let's go with Blast Zones. Sure, I'll put a counter on both of those. Alright, and I guess I'll attack his Ugin. Sure. Alright. Wonder why he runs to Mio. Oh, he's got green-black. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna start going to town with this Field of Ruin. I guess I would want to target the green mana if he's got it. That's a destroy effect, not sacrifice. Sure.
I would like to test a new hypothesis with you.
Okay, so I'll start with this. We'll proliferate those.
Your past is unwritten.
Is he out of basics? I didn't see him get a basic.
I've got
So
time.
it's possible. That'll help us in the long game if we get Crucible. Elder Spell, okay. That'll help him deal with our Ugin.
Discarded.
And no ultimate that he can really use, though.
I concede.
Alright, so I could make Incubation Druid bigger. Instead, I'm just gonna put a charge counter on Blast Zone. You can see the Blast Zones are pretty useful with this deck. And I've only got 4 other mana. Okay. Oh, quite nice. Nissa who shakes the world. Okay. Sure. Shakes the world.
Witness the ties that bind us all. Behold, nature's true power.
Alright, well, I should give him something to think about. Root Snare. Alright, you got me there, buddy. So Root Snares, unfortunately I don't get that Crucible yet. Alright, so...
All stories must
we'll kill
end.
that before it's more of a problem. She'll adapt this. We got 1 chump blocker for Nissa. He could return it potentially. I don't know. But Nissa should still live. I guess maybe I should have seen Root Snare coming. This doesn't look like a
I
fog
train
deck.
every day.
So
I have just the trick for this.
Let's try this.
now ultimate Nissa, that should be good. Alright. Jump 1.
Stop!
So... Alright, let's Bond of Flourishing. Ah, no. Ugin. Alright. Alright, let's play Ugin.
Recklessness and fear.
Let's destroy Narset.
Be
Such
gone.
violence is absurd.
And I don't, he can't Root Snare anymore without Tamio. Interesting enough.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
I'm gonna leave this behind as a chump blocker because I want it to die. Alright, that seems fine. Okay, fair enough. Fine with that. I get Crucible. And totally forgot Crucible's only 1 mana. Thanks to Ugin. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, so let's get out Field of Ruin. And what do we want to take out? Let's start going after his blue mana. Well, I think maybe we should go after his black mana. Because he has Elder Spell and he only's got 1 swamp. And Mox Amber can't add black currently. On the slow game here with Crucible. I have Evolution Sage. I guess I'll... Maybe I should have played that first. Oh well. Alright. Walking into another Kai's Wrath, but he needs another black mana source to use it. And he might have to draw it if it's not in his hand. But he's going to be pretty limited on lands pretty soon. So I think we're going to beat him with the Crucible and Field of Ruin. Unless he can destroy Crucible somehow. Oh, he's got Mana Geode. That's right. So, how many times can we proliferate next turn? Twice with Field of Ruin. What's it at? 7? I guess if I did Evolving Wilds, I could proliferate 4 times an ultimate Nissa.
I noted this.
If I want an ultimate Nissa. I probably do. Probably the best play is the ultimate Nissa. So if I ultimate Nissa, then I don't have any creatures. I don't have any of these dudes out yet. I think an ultimate Nissa next turn would be better. Well, yeah, I mean I can kill Tamio this turn, and then next turn I'll ultimate. Alright, so make that a 3/3. Play Field of Ruin, get a Proliferate on my stuff. Destroy his green source. One of his green sources. Yeah, let's see. Anything I want to do with my mana? Not really. That's good.
Secrets manifest before you.
I have become too involved with my work.
I think I'm fine here if he wipes the board. Because he's got 2 black now with Mana Geode. And our Planar Beacon. Quite a long game here. Nickel Bola, so he could destroy my Nissa. can't deal with artifacts.
Bolas will be your end.
Probably has to destroy Ugin, because then I just destroy Nicol Bolas. I don't know. Alright. Sure. Nothing I want to do in response.
The land will not forsake you.
Perish.
Okay. So, now he's got 1 mana. Huh. Guess I could just attack it. Alright, so let's do a Nissa. He starts at 5, so I can
I will aid
get 2 triggers, so I can do 5, 6, 7, or sorry, I can only get 1 trigger. I don't have the, I can only play 1 land a turn. So 5, 6, 7, so I can put it up to 7 this turn. Sometimes I forget. I did have a version of this deck where I ran the dinosaur that let me play the additional land each turn. So I can get up to 7, 8 this turn if I use this +1. Well, I guess I have Field of Ruin 2 instead of Evolving Wilds. Alright, let's just proliferate everything. Oh. Alright, I'll make a creature first.
The land shall conquer.
I should have done that first before I did field. But it's not relevant here. Alright, so destroy the beacon so he can't play Tamio as usually. Alright, and then we go into combat. And I'll just attack this with 2 just to be safe. And he should be scooping soon.
The fabric of the multiverse obeys me.
So you can see that 1 Crucible paying off dividends in this deck with Field of Ruin. This deck doesn't have a lot of basics lands, which is true of most of the 3 color decks. Which means eventually we're going to whittle him down to essentially 3 lands. It looks like he's not running any blue. He's just got 3 basics. And of course, any threat he plays, we can just blast zone and keep blast zoning it. Like I could play a blast zone, get it to 4, destroy his Ajani if that mattered. Ah, so he's running an island in there. So my turn, I'll ultimate Nissa. Alright, so first let's get the trigger. Ultimate.
Life cannot be denied.
And then we get a bunch more triggers. We'll just keep putting on the blast zone to make it quicker, because I'm not going to use it here. Sure, we'll destroy the Ajani. He has to use it, otherwise I guess he doesn't have the mana with Mox Amber. He can still use Mana Geode. Alright, so we'll go ahead and Field of Ruin. Destroys Glacial Fortress. Making sure I don't deck myself here. And I use Root Snare, so no combat damage this turn, I believe. Yeah, alright. You can also Blast Zone for 3 to destroy his 2 mana rocks.
Will remake the multiverse in my image.
Alright, so we finally won that. But a tedious game versus like a 5-color Planeswalker build. You can see the versatility our deck has. Even though our opponent has root snares, we have ways to defeat our opponent with their Tameo non-combat damage angle. Alright, turn 3 Nissa, but we're on the draw. Normally I would lead with Grazer, but I may want to like trigger Proliferate again and use that as a method. I'm not sure yet. Don't really care about the 1 damage at the moment. I don't know. Alright, so I guess I'll play Grazer. Get a field out. And just pray that he's not running Chain Whirler. I mean, I wouldn't expect it, but no, he's not. Okay. Shock. Ooh, good. So he doesn't have the burn in his hand, which means we can play Nissa next turn. Alright, so let's add the mana. Play Nissa.
We will not fail.
Peppa.
Behold nature's true power.
And I guess I'm fine taking out a Dread Horde Arcanist with this. Okay, he's not going to do that. Alright, so play Evolution Sage. And play a Chump Blocker. Alright, well, we played our whole hand there. Our opponent about has two. Alright, we get some triggers with this, so...
The land fights for us.
Alright, we're gonna proliferate a few times here. Alright, and he concedes. Pretty sweet. Field of Ruins doing good work. So far we played a pretty good variety of decks and had good success. Rumpus. We go first. Alright. We hope to draw our top end, but we've got the lands and the ramp, and that's generally what I'm looking for in an opening hand. But we could get a little unlucky and not get our top end. But, you know, we've got a bunch of Ugins, 4 Nissas, 2 Vivien Reids. I mean, even the Planewide Celebration, so we've got a lot of potential top end here. Alright, buddy, are we playing? Come on, Rumpus, you can do it. You can keep her mulligan. I have all druids in my hand. Should make a druid deck. Need druid tribal. I didn't realize Llanowar Elf was a druid. I guess most of the ones that tap for green are. Niels Hom artwork. He's done some famous pieces. You can tell that's a Niels Hom piece by looking at it. The colors. What was the piece that he did? The one, it's not Fibblethip I'm thinking of, but it's like a person carrying a basket and there's like a bunch of little like colored butterflies like this or something that he's picking up. It's almost like a Halloween basket that he's going around getting things. Oh, this guy is playing? I didn't realize it. Man, what's that card's name? I think it's from Shadowmoor. And I believe there was like a video piece made about it from Ristic Studies on YouTube you can watch. Well, I think the YouTube was about Niels Hom, but it included that as one of the main pieces that he talked about. Alright, so I don't know why our opponent started a game and didn't concede. They weren't able to play, but that's how it is. And we got a millstone. It's funny how they keep printing millstone. You know, I've had a lot of friends who played millstone in their casual deck, so I guess new players like to play with it. It's just even not that great as a mill card anyways, so. Alright, we'll keep. I mean, are there any mill decks that have ever run millstone? That have been in standard? That win? I don't know. So I usually lead with Grazer, like I said. One of the reasons why it's better to lead with Grazer is because later in the game you don't have lands in your hand as often. So you get more likely tempo advantage early. Make some kind of aggressive deck here. Alright, so I'll play Grazer. Put Evolving Wilds in. Then what do I want to do? Llanowar Elves or Bonds? I guess Llanowar Elves, and next turn I'll Bonds. I always find it funny that I can attack with Arboreal Druid or Arboreal Grazer. Oh no. I didn't play around the vicious rumors. Oh, and I hit another Bond of Flourishing. Disaster. Alright. Surprised he didn't attack for the lifelink. Alright, well, now we are in top deck mode. We do have 6 mana, which means we can play basically all of our top end. And sure, he can gain 1 life a turn, or he can kill this Grazer. I don't care. Alright, so I want to be able to play Ugin on my turn if I draw it. So, do that. Another Blast Zone. Sure, I'll play it. So my thinking is, I guess I'll attack with these. My thinking is, with these holding the land in my hand, do I want to save it for a Proliferate trigger? And since I don't have the card in my hand, I don't really care. Ooh. I guess knowing that he's running Burglar Rat in addition to Vicious Rumor, I definitely want to play my hand out now. So. So he's stuck at 2. Alright, so now we are into business. And we'll start trying to get some nice.
Lies beyond vision.
We'll try and start getting some card advantage now with the +1. I'm not gonna waste the -3 destroying like 1/1s. That's not what you want to be doing with Ugin. Alright, let's see what we can get. Just out of curiosity. Okay. Alright, and I'll still save the Llanowars. Just attacking with my 2/2. And we can make this a 3/5 at the end of his turn. I also like Incubation Druid when it has the counters, how it Proliferate makes it bigger. Yeah, Vicious Rumor is not as good when your opponent is top decking or playing all their things out. Blade Juggler. So it's like a low to ground card advantage deck. Alright. So go ahead and adapt this. Keep making stuff. Alright, and he concedes. Alright, well, this has been a playtest of the green Proliferate deck. I hope you enjoyed seeing this deck in action. It's a lot of fun. This one Crucible of Worlds certainly has done a lot of work for us in the deck. Evolution Sage, I really enjoyed this interaction with Nissa, with the 3/3s it makes, as well as the interaction with Incubation Druid and putting more counters on Ugin as well so he can destroy stuff quicker. And I really enjoy the Blast Zones and the Field of Ruins. Field of Ruin pretty strong versus all these multicolored decks. Blast Zones really good for us at just dealing with our opponent's threats that we normally wouldn't deal with because our deck list is so tight. So thanks for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. And if you would like us to playtest any particular deck, please let me know. Thanks for watching.